Don't get caught up with the image of being alone and you lose track of the reason that you are alone. It is for the season, it is for the preparation time. If God allows you to go be by yourself for a while, it means that there is something very key about your identity, your personality that God wants to fix about you. So you need to always be with God. It will be lonely. Guys, there is no lie about this one. At times, you are going to be very lonely. You are going to learn about yourself. You are going to embrace your shortcomings. You are going to know your strengths. You are going to know your weaknesses. Hello, welcome back to the Life in Me, guys. I'm so glad to have you here today. So today we are going to just be like having a conversation and leave me a comment of your own experience if you are planning on if you have seen the title of this video, is basically to just give you the heads up if you are thinking about moving out to go on your own and start up. So let's get right into this video. Number one thing you should know that number one thing you need to know when you are moving out is that it can be lonely. It can be lonely, and you have to prepare your mind for it. You have to prepare your mind for the process. But I'm going to establish a fact that this video is not to scare anyone that you are thinking about leaving to go on your own. It's not to scare you, but instead it's to ready your mind for exactly what you are about to step into. There are days you are going to get up, you'll be like, oh my gosh, what is this? Like for me, when I moved out at first, it was so hard. I used to be so lonely, like so lonely. I'm like, but what is this? I didn't see this coming. I did not know that there will not be people. Let me tell you, let me look at the camera this way. Let me tell you, there will not be people. People will not be there. And it's going to be hard. And I would say that if even you move out of your house, it's okay. Like there is nothing wrong with it. If it is there, if some days you're like, okay, I'm going back to my family to sleep, to spend time, so we hang up. Like it's just going to help you in your transitioning. I'm just small coming inside. Know a lot of things about yourself. You are going to learn about yourself. You are going to embrace your shortcomings. You are going to know your strengths. You are going to know your weaknesses. You are going to know the things that build you. You are going to know when you are sad, what you prefer to do. Basically, you will just learn to know yourself, accept yourself, and know that this is my space. I prefer to go in this flow. So I think why it does it's a path that makes you to be strong, that makes you to be bold, that makes you to be intentional, that makes you to explore more of you, to just explore more of you. It's a place that makes you living alone for a season, that makes you um, to become expressive of what you want, because no one is going to help you to tell people what you want. If you don't tell people what you want, man, you are alone. Who is going to do that for you? So it helps you to be expressive. So if you ask me, I am going to tell ladies, female, especially our Africans, like ladies, because it's common in the West. I'm going to tell you, if you have the opportunity to do it, just give it a few months up to a year or plus, live by yourself. You are going to so much appreciate the fact that you did it. So, and something you have to be very careful for, and I think is that because you are alone, you have to be careful about who you allow to come in your space. Like if you want people to come, something that I did is that you don't just allow anyone to just come in your space, especially if you don't know them. You are not compulsory. No one is putting you on a stand that you have to invite people at your house. Like you don't have to. So that's something you should know, because if you are not careful, you will start to become someone that you know you are not, just because of the feeling of you are lonely. I will say you go through it because it is a season, and it's an opportunity that God gives to you. It's not everyone that has the opportunity. It's not every lady that have the opportunity to be by themselves and understand and learn and and just learn. It's an amazing experience that I can just invite anyone that want to give it a try, go for it. And this will take me to my next point. Let's continue. There are number two, the things you should know that we are living your own. I would love to hear from you guys. Leaving a comment in it. Two of it is that is learn money management. If you don't learn money management, I'm not gonna say I'm perfect though. This is gonna save you a great deal. Like if you learn money management, it's just gonna help you to learn how to learn your finance, how to budget. And I'm gonna tell you that you have to be gentle with yourself. There are days that you will mess up. There are days you will not. It's a learning curve. The thing that I'm saying about it is that it is a learning curve that God has given to you as an opportunity for you to learn more of you, to learn like what you are good at and what you are not good at. So learn money management. If you are someone who has not been good with money, if you have to learn it, because how will you keep yourself? How will you keep yourself? If you don't know it, I'm going to emphasize on it. If you want to live on your own, you have to learn money management. I think this is a very beautiful place because if you have the desire and you have been praying that God bless me, and if God gonna give you the spouse, God gonna give you your home to run, you need to learn money management. So now that I know, now I came here, I learned that I need to buy provision for the house. Like I need to buy provision for the house. If I don't buy provision for the house, how will I eat? I'm gonna be hungry. Ah, you will be hungry if you don't buy if you don't do money management. So, but it's an amazing experience, honestly. The third thing is that you need to start a side hustle. Start a side hustle. Uh, if you are working now to far, don't just depend on your income stream. This is not just for moving out. The job is there. I don't know the majority is the job is there, and you have another business. Last year, I started to sell hair. I got few coming, and guys be look out for it. So I got few on the way coming that I will do the vlog about, a video about also. So I started to sell hair. I'm going to highly recommend it if you are thinking about coming out to be by yourself for a bit. Like don't be single for life. We don't want to be single for life. We want to get our husband's gas time, okay? Gas perfect time. Okay, so let yourself off the hook and don't think that you always need to be perfect. I know Mrs. Perfect. Yeah. Don't think that you always need to be perfect. Yes, there are times you can make mistake, and yes, there are times that if you move out and you find out like you don't want to be always alone, like you can always go, like you can allow yourself to go for a season and reach Kalija and launch into a bigger version of you. But if the thing here is that don't get caught up with the environment. This is key, guys. Don't get caught up with the image of being alone and you lose track of the reason that you are alone. It's for the season, it is for the preparation time. If God allows you to go be by yourself for a while, it means that there is something very key about your identity, your personality that He, God, wants to fix about you. So you need to always, this brings me to my next point, always pray. Always be with God in your season of singleness, or in whatever season it is. I'm talking about being single now, being alone, so it's single down now, I'm saying single. So in that space, you have to always pray. Don't allow yourself to get caught up with the freedom that you have, the beautiful nice space that you are sharing, how you are so self-absorbed, and then or going out or those different lot of engagement that you are not engaged in, and you forget about your time of prayer. Never, allow yourself to go off in your prayer life. When you are single, that's the time the temptations will be coming to your face. I don't know about marriage yet because I'm not married yet. But when you are single, being by yourself, there will be temptations. Some guys, you talk to them, they find out you are living by yourself. They'll be like, oh wow, I want to come visit you. Can I come at your place? When are you going to be home? No, I'm not home this evening. I know I'll be busy. So guys, that's not allow you, like, never let down your prayer gates for anything, no, any season. Always keep your prayer gate high up. Okay, I'm going to share a story. There may be a point in your life, this is just me coming from my kingship as a child of God. There may be a season in your life that God wants you to be single for a portion, a specific period that God had designated, and He wants you to always walk with Him. But because you have gotten so engaged with the image and with the longing of having all everything, because you are all absorbed with the privileges that comes with being single, living all alone, you forget your prayer gates to be high. You allow it to go down. Your eternal inner spirit, it falls down. When you are supposed to stop for a period and no longer be single but withdraw and go back or evolve more or let it go, you will not see God telling you. Abraham received a word from God. He received God's voice. God told Abraham, go and sacrifice your son Isaac to me. God knew Abraham obeyed God. We know the story. I don't want to go all the way. Abraham went with a prophetic posture. He went and he laid his son Isaac on the altar to kill Isaac. And in that space, Abraham lift up his sword to stab Isaac as a living offering. What happened? Right in the moment when he lifted up, God told Abraham, stop. And he heard God telling him to stop. And when he stopped, what God told him, take off Isaac from the altar. I see your heart. Your heart your heart is for me. Look behind and see the lamb. There's a lamb there that you will offer as a sacrifice. So in your season of living alone, you don't get caught up and let down your position as a don't allow your priesthood to slip off. Don't allow your priesthood to slip off, because if it slip off, if you don't hear God, you will not be able to go out of that single who, and you might stay in that single house. It's not anybody portion, and the period will pass. So what I'm saying is, don't ever never allow your prayer to sink. If you have to let go of the parties, the gathering, the job events, let it go. But your position in life comes from the supreme, which is God. So by you allowing your gaze to go down and discernment spirit is not with you to know that it is time that I stay still, you are going to miss the real reason. So I just hope that God spoke directly to you of the purpose. The purpose. It is not about the image. It is for the purpose. And wherever God takes you for the purpose, when that purpose is over, God, once you are still hearing Him, He will take you back to where He wants. He will take you to where He wants you to be. It is not about you. It is about God. It's about what God wants to do within you. So by you and staying there, God will glorify Himself to you. So what I'm saying is that there will be times in your single life that you will need to let yourself to rest. You will be times that God will want you to stop. Just how He told Abraham to stop. If you have let your prayer gates down, you will stop hearing God. And if you stop hearing God, you will starve Isaac. Hey, see, Kereba. Hi. Oh, Jesus. Hi.